I met Kenneth about 2 months ago, and I'll never forget my first conversation with him because he was actually sitting in the barber chair, and he was telling his barber the issues that he was having, that he was being forced out of his rental because his roommate, whose name was on the lease, was moving out, and the landlord was like, hey, you're not on the lease, you got to get out in a couple of weeks. And the barber was telling him, hey, you need to call this guy John, see what he can do for you. So he actually called me while he was in the barber chair, and after hearing his story, it sounds like he could qualify for some of the down payment assistance programs and grants that I help connect people with. But what was happening was he had connected himself with an agent that was trying to put him into a land contract home at a purchase price of about $50,000. So any of you that have been looking for homes, you probably know finding a $50,000 home is possible, but they're usually not in good habitable condition. And in my opinion, you're buying headaches. So to get Kenneth approved for a $10,000 down payment assistance program that would cover all of his down payment, and he would only need to have $1,000 out of pocket. So I actually got him approved. Actually, I think we did it within a couple of hours because his credit was quite good. And we took a peek at a couple of houses and he was open to it. It's like, wow, these are better than the ones that they were trying to put me into. This is great. And that's when I was like, you know what, Kenneth, I appreciate your flexibility, but we can do better. So he had his $100,000 approval, he had his $10,000 down payment assistance, and we're off. So we looked at probably, a dozen homes, and he picked out one that was just a good quality house on Vaughn Street. And the seller did a quality job rehabbing this one. The kitchen was in good shape. He did a great job on the tile work in there. And we were able to get this house under contract for $95,000. Usually we can get people done on these types of programs in a few weeks. But you have to know Kenneth. Kenneth is a very nice guy. He's retired. He has a modest income. And unfortunately, in this sad world, people that are nice sometimes get taken advantage of. And that's what happened to Kenneth. So I didn't realize how difficult Kenneth's path was going to be, but his patience and persistence to me meant everything. And there's no way we were going to let this thing fall short. So we just had to push through it. So due to the stolen identity issues, so he went to a motel for a couple of weeks. And when that money ran low, he didn't want to take a chance that he didn't have enough money for closing. So he thought he was just going to wing it and live out on the streets for a few nights. Now, when I heard about that, I knew that we were only a week or two away. So we made arrangements to put him in the Dorchester Motel in Redford. And everything there went well for the first 7 days. And then unfortunately, there was an altercation in the room next to his. And when that was all said and done, when the dust settled, there was a puppy left behind. And Kenneth kind of felt something for this puppy, so he decided to take it. And meet Mistro. You'll see him in the images. And that Mistro was kind of on the skinny side. He needed a meal or two. Kenneth felt like he was called to take this dog with him. Actually, that worked out quite well. So just 2 more days and we were finally able to get Kenneth across the finish line. And I'm happy to say Kenneth and Mistro are doing very well. And he was able to purchase this home with just $996.31 total out of pocket. In fact, he got a check back at closing, I think for $7. And what's even crazier is his payments are only $768 per month, very close to what that $50,000 house that he originally contacted me on, that agent was trying to force him into. So it's not too often that I am able to help someone from A to Z the way it was with Kenneth and really become a part of his life. Now, we are trying to put as many things together because Kenneth has no furnishing. So we're able to get some things there, but he's still in need of some of the basics. We got the dishes and the table and stuff like that, but I think we're still in need of a bed and a couch and probably some cooking utensils too. So, but he is starting from scratch. Anything that anyone has, please reach out to me. I'm happy to make arrangements to swing by and pick any items that you don't need up and help Kenneth out that way. So just a very, very happy story, and nice to actually hear some good come out of these programs in this world. So anyway, so Kenneth,